The look on Jacob Fatu's face says it all. The archetype is in trouble.
The Samoan werewolf absolutely devastated Bronson Reed at SummerSlam, and that wasn't even personal. I don't know if the archetype is walking to the ring or...
Introducing the challenger from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 228 pounds, MJ.
The Intercontinental Championship, one of the most coveted. Referee calls for the bell, and here comes Fatu.
You all heard the Samoan werewolf. This isn't just a title defense. This is vengeance for what the archetype did to his uncle, Rikishi. This is personal.
People have to understand that where Fatu come from, an attack on his family is an attack on the man himself. The archetype may have turned over a new leaf, but Fatu is ready to burn the whole damn forest down.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
This is turning into a book.
No signs of either comeback.
Foregoing any finesse now. Instead, choosing to trade these heavy shots.
Snapmare and an elbow drop.
And averting damage there.
Bam! Crossbody right on the belly.
He's able to reverse it.
All right, quick takedown, double aconite, high stacked pin here.
Quick pin, championship on the line. And there's a kick out at one.
Likely just trying to sap out some energy with that cover. Super kick!
The archetype changed his attitude with the Intercontinental.
High risk!
Oh, that hurt. What a counter.
Crash landing.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Super kick! The challenger enduring the punishment.
Jacob Fatu causing damage, causing harm.
Completely steamrolled.
He's going to set him over the top rope with a big clothesline. Now what does he do? He's got the man right where he wants him, in trouble. Across the ring. Oh, scattered that one. He quickly slides into the ring.
Jacob Fatu a step ahead there.
Dodges out of the way.
Samoan drop. Big clothesline to the outside, crumbling to the ground. And now the question is, what next? Lining something up here, gathering momentum.
Eats a punch to the face.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Getting back to his feet, but might want to reconsider. Sharp knife edge chops and a barrage of strikes. Big, heavy right hand.
Take down there. Stop pin.
Kick out at one.
Not even a 2 count. He's still holding strong here. And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact. One bounce, 2 bounces.
Double springboard moonsault. That kind of agility is something that just might get the champ shook. When the challenger can come at you from all angles, that makes for a very dangerous situation.
He's going to set him over the top rope with a big clothesline. Now what does he do? He's got the man right where he wants him, in trouble. Across the ring. Suicide dive.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
dangerous nerve hold applied to the shoulder.
Battling right in front of us now.
We might need to clear out of here.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Lights out, face first.
There's no good way to land on the ring apron like that. The location has the least give out of the entire ring. He's got him here. He's got him up.
And sidewalk slam.
The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
But I don't think this is anything to panic about just yet.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter Jacob. Ooh, and he stops that offense. Oh, wow, what a slam.
Oh, my God. Springboard moonsault. Wow.
Jacob Fatu cuts him off. And saw what was coming there.
He's got Jacob here. Suplex. The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
Down they go. And again. Picking up momentum. Feeding off adrenaline. He answers right back. Able to capitalize on Jacob Fatu's mistake.
Right into the chest.
The champion taking a task here.
I'd be embarrassed if I were taking this kind of butt whooping.
And into the corner he goes.
And an elbow. An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass. Just stomping every single part of his body.
And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in. He's trying again.
Suplex!
The challenger is not holding back.
Fatu's on the ropes.
Look out!
The Archetype just took out the referee.
And here comes a Samoan drop.
The Archetype is hurt.
Jacob Fatu sensing an opening here.
The Archetype is in trouble.
This is not going to end well.
He's got a chair, and it looks like he's headed to the top.
We're about to see a giant Samoan steel chair splash.
He's gonna crush the Archetype.
Hector Flores just saved his mentor's life.
Hector telling him to take the chair and bust up Fatu.
Doesn't look like the Archetype's willing to get his hands dirty.
What the?
No, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
You asked for this! You made me do this!
Hector Flores has cut ties with the man who brought him to the dance.
Jacob Fatu has no idea what just happened.
And he does not care.
Double springboard moonsault.
That'll do it.
Jacob Fatu retains the Intercontinental Championship.
It's one thing to have to face the Samoan werewolf, but there was no chance the challenger was going to overcome a betrayal.
Hector Flores just stabbed his mentor in the back. Now we just have to find out why.
And now Hector Flores is here to answer questions about what happened tonight at Survivor Series.
No, Byron. I'm not going to answer any questions. It's finally my turn to talk. And I know you all want to hear me address what happened here tonight. In my match against Penta. Oh? Is that not what you wanted to focus on? Yeah, well, neither did my so-called mentor. Tonight was the biggest match of my entire career. And did the archetype even wish me luck? No. Just like always, it was all about his comeback journey. He asked me to watch his back. And when I did, he acted like he didn't need me. Again, just like always. He didn't need me. I was the one who pointed out that he had severe blind spots. And I was the one who brought him out on the indies to show him what modern wrestling looks like. If it wasn't for me, he would have been stuck at the PC, and you never would have heard from him again. And when I finally got him hot enough that WWE wants him back, he throws the TBD title in Adam Pearce's face. They wanted me too, and he didn't give a damn. I could have been back on NXT, but instead I was stuck carrying his shovel. Then, he decides to try to play nice guy again. And what do you think the so-called archetype does? He traps me in a locker room so he can go out there against the New Day and have the spotlight all to himself.
That's a completely unfounded allegation.
Is it? I wouldn't put it past him. No matter what you believe. After that moment, he threw me away like I was garbage. So I am going to throw away all of his hopes and all of his dreams. No, you don't get to be Intercontinental Champion. No. You will never get to live out your fantasy of looking Paul Heyman in the eye and saying you beat his champion. And no, you will not win the Royal Rumble match. Because you will be facing Hector Flores. I am taking that opportunity from you, like you took so many from me.
Roxanne, if I were a betting man, I'd guess you were about to say something extra.
Me? Never. I was just going to point out with a little more ethical flexibility. There were plenty of ways for you to win that Intercontinental Championship.
In other words, I could have cheated.
Well, yes, but not necessarily. You turned your back on a Samoan freaking werewolf to check on the poor squished referee.
I'm not going to apologize for doing the right thing, Roxanne.
You weren't worried about doing the right thing when you smashed Jey Uso's dad over the head with that shovel. Just saying.
What do you get out of being the devil on my shoulder, Roxanne?
You remind me of me. Before I got it. Before I realized who I am.
And who's that?
A winner. At any cost.
Archetype, I know you don't think we're done.
You got it all wrong, Fatu. I'm getting back my WWE title. We are finished.
You talking like a man who thinks he's got a choice. You can focus on whatever the hell you want to. When it comes time to pay the toll, your ass is gonna pay. Hector ain't gonna be there to stick his nose in my business next time.
He stuck his nose in our business. And you aren't the piper he's gonna pay for that.
You got business with Hector? You got business with Bron? You got business with Wise Man? You forgetting one thing, Oos.
What's that?
I run this business, and ours ain't done.
Did you have any idea? Did you see it coming?
Now, in retrospect, yeah. I missed every sign, plain as day.
You're sounding very zen about this. Hector Flores may have cost you the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm mad, believe me. And I got even angrier when Hector spun all those half-truths and lies in his press conference.
What about his challenge for the Royal Rumble?
Hector and I will have our reckoning. Down the road. He was right about one thing. I am focused on getting back to the WWE title. And that means entering the Royal Rumble match.
So you're ready to declare yourself?
No. I'm going to earn my spot. I don't need another social media storm about me skipping any lines.
I respect that. When was the last time you got in the ring with Randy Orton?
Man, years.
Well, I'd say this seems like the perfect opportunity to see two veterans renew their rivalry. How about the Archetype versus the Viper in a Royal Rumble qualifying match tonight?
Where do I sign?
Hector Flores is the referee. What's happening here?
The following contest is a special referee match. Please welcome the special referee for this match, Hector Flores.
Hector Flores' challenge to the Archetype for a match at the Royal Rumble was ignored. I guess this is Hector's way of getting his attention.
Or forcing a loss to Orton. We are going to have to see how this one plays out.
Credit to Hector for pulling off a fast one.
The Viper is looking for a chance at his third Royal Rumble. The Archetype walks into this match at a there's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the Archetype from winning the Royal Rumble and going to Mania. We need to know who pulled the strings to get him a referee's license. Twisting and torquing that arm.
That arm's going to be sore for a while. Could affect all their offense.
Deep arm drag takedown.
That's going to sting. Trading back and forth blows now. Ooh.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
No end in sight to this exchange.
Brutal spot for the Viper.
Planted by the DDT.
Able to reach the ropes, and he's able to last here. Boom! Orton looks a little less dangerous after taking that attack.
To be expected. Nobody enters a match thinking,
Flying off the top, a diving hammer strike. The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee Hector Flores has a vendetta against the Archetype.
Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
one was
Down they go. And again.
Picking up momentum, feeding off adrenaline.
feeling the energy and ready to bring it to his opponent.
Oh, that can shatter a jaw. Hey now, is our referee becoming a participant? Great power.
Inverted suplex. Was that an accident? Why would our official even do that?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, getting ready for something devastating here. Stone.
The Archetype's headed to the Royal Rumble.
Hector Flores stopped the count.
Given their history, you knew Flores wasn't going to call this down the middle.
Look out!
RKO is blocked.
Clothesline attempt.
Orton called the RKO.
And now it's a fast count.
The Archetype's road back to the WWE Championship does not lead through the Royal Rumble match.
Randy Orton wants nothing to do with Hector Flores.
Hector doesn't care. He got what he wanted here tonight.
You're right, Corey. Hector Flores swore that the Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and tonight he kept his promise.
If you didn't want me in the Rumble, why put me in a qualifying match?
I had nothing to do with Hector Flores being the referee.
Then who did? It's your show, Aldis!
This image in your head of the evil GM scheming against the hero? A lot of things have changed since you left, and that is one of them. But how Hector Flores ended up in SmackDown's referee rotation, and specifically your match, is a mystery I'm going to solve.
Little late now. That match with Orton was my ticket to the Royal Rumble and Braun.
You could make a fair case for a reversal due to biased officiating.
The Archetype beat sentimental favorite Randy Orton by whining to GM is not my vibe. What I want is Hector. There's only room for one of us in WWE.
Are you suggesting...
Yes. An I Quit match at the Royal Rumble. Loser leaves WWE. Forever.
You've worked so hard to come back, just to potentially throw it all away? Take some time to cool down and think this over.
I don't need time. I need Hector Flores gone from WWE.
If that's what you want, I'll make the match official.
I've been thinking a lot lately about honor, about loyalty, about redemption.
That's deep, Truth.
I'm glad you came back to the light. For real. Especially after that time you almost broke my arm with that fancy shovel.
I am so sorry about that, Truth. Sincerely.
My entire life flashed before my eyes. You know what I saw? A childhood in Charlotte, North Carolina. Recalling my first album. That time I sold the original American flag. I might have gotten another life or two mixed up in there also. What I'm saying is, WWE needs people like you. We all do. I miss you when you're gone.
Thanks, Truth. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Good. Otherwise, this conversation would have been a huge waste of my evening. And I've got things to do, and so do you. You gotta stop monopolizing my time and get focused for your match tonight.
Well, then we better stop talking.
Big night?
Yeah. You saw how this all got started.
You must have a lot in your mind. I just wanted to say, I've been where you are. I've stood in that ring and ended the career of one of my heroes. I've had mine ended by someone I respected, maybe even feared.
Sean, as far as I'm concerned, my career isn't even on the line. Hector's is about to end.
Tonight's not just about Hector. It's about who you are. After I returned from my injury, I thought I knew pain. But when Hunter turned on me, that cut deeper than my surgeon ever did. If you're not careful, betrayal will drag you somewhere dark. Somewhere you don't come back from.
Hector needs to suffer. He stabbed me in the back and smiled doing it. Tonight, he learns what payback really feels like.
I hear you. Just remember that every choice you've made on this comeback run, every match, every moment, they all led here. When the final bell rings tonight, you and the rest of the world are gonna know who you really are.
Woods, you're looking even more pleased with yourself than usual.
I was just thinking, you know, I could have told you about Hector. Day one, I looked at that dude and thought, squirrely. Like, hide your lunch money, squirrely. But hey, you had to find out the hard way. Betrayal, humiliation, career on the line, classic pro wrestling. Kind of poetic, really.
There's no poetry here, Xavier. I wish like hell I was in a different match tonight, but I had no choice.
You have choices. You could walk out there, shake his hand, and tell him it's water under the bridge.
Or
you could take the scenic route through Chair City and make sure he never double-crosses anyone again. Or you lose and you're gone from here for good. You might want to start thinking about what gets results. Champions bend the rules, break the mold, and leave people with no doubt who they are.
I quit matches are no joke, my friend. And putting your WWE career on the line? Whichever way this thing goes, someone's life is gonna change.
it's going to be Hector's. He betrayed me. He deserves this.
It could be you on the losing end. You might have to find a new way to put food on your family's table.
That's not an option. This is the only thing I know how to do. There's no way I'm ever leaving this behind again.
Then what you're gonna have to do to Hector isn't pretty.
I understand what I have to do out there. And I understand what's at stake.
Then you should also understand that there are some choices you can't take back once you make them. And I got a feeling one of those is right around the corner.
This may be the Archetype's last night in WWE. Hector Flores betrayed his mentor. Now his whole career is on the line.
And his opponent from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 202 pounds, Hector Flores!
This man grew up in the shadows in one of Lucha Libre's greatest families, and look at him now. El Mago would be ashamed. This man, a Judas, and he doesn't belong in the WWE.
A Judas? He pulled the archetype out of the gutter when the man was a punchline, dragged him all the way back to the main roster, and was rewarded with a swift kick to the arse.
For one of these men, this is their last night in WWE.
I've known the archetype for a long time, and this...
No, I'm good!
Refusing to give up it.
Refusing to quit. This might be pride. It might be stupidity.
Incoming.
Uh-oh.
Slingshot, somersault, plop shot. Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Taking a shot from the stairs right to the head. Battling it out over here by our announce table.
I think that means it's time for us to step away from the announce table for safety's sake.
Ooh.
The Archetype and Hector Flores were once like brothers. Now one of them will say the words, "I quit," and leave WWE forever.
He's in a very bad spot, totally out of it.
Cuts the attack off. Now Flores looking for some momentum.
Flores tipping the scales a bit here. Pulled right back in.
A side slam. And now Flores is getting beaten down.
Can Hector withstand this surge?
Oh, we're set up here. Oh, we go for the lap with it.
And gets out of there. Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Oh, my goodness.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Reverse pile driver. Bam. And you don't just do something like that to win a match. You do that to inflict punishment. Watch out. Tossing those steel steps like they're nothing. Taking on an immense amount of punishment right now.
This is a very bad situation for him at the moment.
No!
That was definitely a no.
This isn't over till the fat lady's saying. And right now, she's not singing anything with the lyrics, "I quit."
Find some payback with their own reversal.
Now Flores looking for some momentum.
Flores tipping the scales a bit here.
Counters to gain the advantage.
He's preparing for something.
DDT! He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
Grabbing the table here, and I'm sure it's not long for the world in this match.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Headed out of the ring now. Flores with some agility.
Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
And able to skirt around that attack.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Table is set.
From the heavens, all the way to the outside.
From the heavens, with the greatest of ease.
The referee doing their one job here, checking to see if we're going to hear the words, "I quit."
I've had enough, I quit!
That's it.
He said he wouldn't quit. He meant it. The Archetype survives, and so does his WWE career.
But look at Hector Flores. It's a hell of a thing to make it all the way to your dream, then have it end like this.
What's happening here?
The Archetype has a decision to make that will define the rest of his comeback.
I cannot believe it. After everything Hector has done.
The Archetype is truly a good human being.
That's more like it.
Come on, man. Ending his WWE career wasn't enough.
The Archetype has lost his mind.
Or he's found it.
What is the Archetype thinking now?
He's going to do some damage with that steel chair.
Don't do it. Come on, Archetype. You've done enough.
And he's not stopping there. Even I agree. This is taking it too far.
Oh, my God. He can't do this. Don't do this.
This is something you do not come back from for either man.
Come on, man. No, no.
Don't do this. Son of a...
He may have just broken Hector's neck.
We got to get some help out here right away.
Something has snapped in the Archetype here tonight. He's headed down a dark road.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Archetype. Let's open the floor for questions. Robert Inkin, I believe you were first.
Hector Flores is at a local medical facility receiving treatment for a serious neck injury after what?
What's your question?
Well, you caused those injuries with your brutal attack. So my question is, why?
Dire situations require dire actions.
But you ended Hector's WWE career by winning the match. Wasn't that enough?
There's always gonna be another Hector Flores trying to take me down. So I had to deliver a message, a warning. And that is that if you get in my way of becoming WWE champion, you will end up in the hospital. Broken and finished.
Hector was there for you from the beginning. He helped you a ton at the Performance Center.
And then what? He turned his back on me. Tonight, I could have lost everything. So I am never going to make that mistake again. Every relationship is a potential weakness. Someone who will bring me down. So I am cutting them all out.
Does that include the WWE Universe? Are you turning your back on them, too?
Every relationship is a potential weakness. That includes the so-called fans. I might have tried to spin your negativity as positive fuel, but I didn't forget how you treated me when I first came back. So I don't need you. And I don't want you in my life ever again.
What's next for you then?
Braun Breaker and the WWE Championship. You will not see me up here again, because I am eliminating all distractions and I have nothing left to say. From here on out, my actions will do all the talking.
Before you say a word, I have a limited amount of time and an even more limited amount of patience for you. If it were up to me, you'd already be suspended.
Well, it looks like you've been overruled, because I'm still here taking up your precious time.
Yes, time I should be using to welcome the man who actually won the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. A superstar who clawed his way back with grit, not temper tantrums. That's where my energy's going. Not into cleaning up after whatever meltdown you've got brewing this week.
Got it. I'll save the chaos for after the Cody Rhodes celebration.
Look, for some reason, Hunter and the board feel like despite the fact that you brutally attacked a promising young wrestler, that I'm supposed to give you another chance. So this is your chance. Keep the chaos off my show. And maybe you make it to WrestleMania without burning this bridge down too.
Oh, I'll be at WrestleMania, in the main event, taking the title off Braun Breaker.
Well, between us, I've got it on very good authority that Cody Rhodes is announcing he's facing Braun at WrestleMania. So I
Ask Hector Flores what happens when people cross me.
I don't like where this conversation is going. So I will say this, and then you will leave my office. You are opening SmackDown in a match against LA Knight. Be good, follow the rules, and keep the chaos off my show.
Sir, yes, sir.
Here's the archetype, colder, calmer, and completely unrecognizable.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 228 pounds, LJ.
I've known the archetype for years, but I'm telling you, this is not the man I used to know. What he did to Hector Flores without remorse.
Hector swung first. The archetype swung harder. I'm not saying it wasn't...
Now here's someone ready to storm into a fight. First one to enter, last one to leave.
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California.
This version of the archetype doesn't wrestle with guilt. He wrestles to win, and that makes him dangerous.
You can be dangerous without losing who you are. That line he crossed with Flores might be the one he can't come back from.
This match with LA Knight won't define his legacy, but it might tell us how far he's willing to fall. And down comes the chop. Springboard moonsault! Wow!
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Counter. He knew just what to do. Oh. Countering that offense. Bang! Drop kick.
He wants this fight on the outside.
And he saw that coming from Knight.
Didn't expect that type of contact.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. It looks like things are spilling out into the WWE Universe. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out. And to no one's surprise, the official's going to end it right there.
This version of the archetype doesn't wrestle with guilt. He wrestles to win, and that makes him dangerous.
You can be dangerous without losing who you... Schoolboy, wait a minute, here we go.
And there's still plenty of fight left.
Yeah, it's still too early in this match for anything else.
Boom! Kick to the face for your troubles. Turning the tables.
These two are showing how well scouted they are.
Each shot landing with a little bit more.
These two are firing off on each other, man.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two.
Snap bear and an elbow drop.
From the outside. Look out! Whoa! And that looked like a terrible landing. That might have caused some serious issues. We'll have to see what happens.
The former archetype is looking to make a statement.
Down they go. And again. Picking up momentum. Feeding off adrenaline.
Hey, he may be brash, but at least he's owning it.
Followed up by a bulldog.
Sling blade! And now, no.
Waiting for something big in the corner. Here it comes!
Turns the tables.
Oh, look at this, the schoolgirls! No, he kicks out.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Power slam.
Caught with a clothesline.
Delivers the sling blade. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks.
What impact! Right in the kisser. Taking full advantage of the foreign object. Well, good, the official saw that happen. Foreign object used.
What the hell was that DQ out there? I didn't want to give you a second chance. I was told to. And you just made the entire board look like fools for pushing me into it.
You told me to be a good soldier. You should have realized I'm a general.
And yet here you are, causing chaos instead of leading anything. You think there won't be consequences? That you're above the system? You're not. You're in it. And now you're mine to deal with.
Don't be an idiot. You know what I bring to this business, to your show. You don't punish that. You build around it.
You're right. This is my show. And on my show, the ones who get opportunities are the ones who earn it, like Cody Rhodes. Not the ones who throw tantrums when the spotlight shifts.
Well, well. The great comeback continues, I'll admit. I thought maybe you'd finally found that missing gear, that killer instinct that turns contenders into champions.
Funny. I was thinking the same thing about you. Thought you finally learned not to underestimate me.
I don't underestimate you. I understand you. You run hot. You talk big. You make noise. But when it matters most, you crumble. Like a forgotten statue years past its relevancy. That's why you're watching your shot vanish into thin air while Cody Rhodes has the chance to write his own ending at WrestleMania.
You almost sound like you're rooting for him.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is going to lose at WrestleMania to my client, Braun Breaker. But he'll do it under the lights in the main event, with the world chanting his name and singing his song. And you you will be back here, still trying to figure out how the story moved on without you.
I don't need a spotlight to shine, Paul. I'm the damn fire. And this fire will keep burning until I get my shot against Braun.
Sure, face it. While you act out and spiral, the window on your comeback is slamming shut. Late means last, archetype. And in this business, last means left behind. Hey, have fun watching Braun and Cody at WrestleMania.
And now the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, with what we suspect will be an announcement about WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the winner of the Royal Rumble and the man who will main event WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Here we go, Cody Rhodes on SmackDown for the first time since punching his ticket to WrestleMania.
Cody is really milking his intro, isn't he?
More than usual.
I don't like the looks of this.
Looks like we had our own Rumble, didn't we, Cody? It doesn't look like we've got a Royal Rumble winner after all. That complicates WrestleMania, doesn't it?
That's enough! You are going to face severe consequences.
Oh, what's that, Cody? I should be the next challenger for Braun Breaker? You want me to take your spot?
Cody's got some fight left in him.
I'm afraid you mean hot.
Make the match of this.
You will never get a shot at WrestleMania. You are suspended.
We need medical attention back there immediately. That crossed a major line.
Something tells me the archetype isn't finished crossing lines.
Our thoughts are with Cody Rhodes.
I don't even know where to start. It wasn't enough to just beat Hector? To take him out of WWE after everything he did for you? You might have done permanent damage to the guy. And now Cody? I once thought you were walking a hard road back, but you're just burning the whole trail behind you.
Hey, at least I'm not forgettable. Not everyone is content to put on a suit, coast into irrelevance, and claim it's a legacy.
You really think you're better this way, don't you? You're not evolving, you're eroding. And you're too far gone to notice the difference.
Whatever version of me gets Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Check your phone, idiot. Aldis already made the call. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Triple threat at Saturday night's main event. Winner gets Braun. That's the WrestleMania main event. Not you.
No, I'm not letting that happen. I clawed my way back, bled for this place, and now I get to watch from the sidelines while they hand out my WrestleMania spot like a party favor? Not happening.
How are you going to manage that? You're not even allowed in the building. Go home and take a hard look in the mirror.